Yeah, this is a podcast of Nathan, Nat and Sean.
Let's go!
Hey everybody.
Hi, guys.
We're on holidays at the moment.
Oh, I'm loving it
and
sick.
loving it.
We've gotten a collection of some of the finest work that we've done throughout the year. Oh, guys.
And then we padded it out with some rubbish.
Don't undersell it, Nathan. Don't undersell it.
And this, of course, being a live broadcast. Today's best bits are all about...
We love an injury story.
Couldn't have said it better
yeah.
myself.
Oh, my God. Right to the point you are.
Enjoy.
This is Nathan, Nat and Sean.
I don't play many video games ever. Do you? Did you go through a gaming phase?
Are you asking me?
Double Dragon, obviously.
I
Gallagher.
play Wordle.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about down playing pennies in the arcade.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
as far as you can, staying at home and being
Yeah.
a gamer, no, the kids are still going hard at Fortnite, having a bit of a dip at NBA Jam at the moment as well.
Yeah, right. Are they doing it safely?
Yes, there are concerns. A few times I have to yell out because they're getting a bit loose, really jumping up and down and, wrestling each other.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Some dangerous stuff.
We've come across, guys, the world's first documented VR-related stress fracture.
VR
Stress
related.
fracture.
Yes, a German gamer has broken his neck while doing virtual reality.
But a stress fracture. So stress fracture is like repeated micro trauma leads to it.
Yeah. The doctors claim the 31-year-old's repetitive movements to the neck are being damaged before part of the bone finally cracked. The man went to hospital after experiencing a piercing pain. Stop texting, Sean.
Do you reckon that was my phone?
Yes, it was your phone.
I was getting a photo of me doing VR.
Oh.
Hey, John, I've
In
seen
the
that
nude.
photo, and that's not VR. And that's not where the joystick goes.
What I was looking at was
The V's supposed to stand for virtual, Sean.
The man went to the hospital after experiencing a piercing pain in his shoulders. X-ray scans later revealed the man had fractured his C7 neck vertebrae, which sits near the base of the neck above the shoulders.
Correct.
Natalie, pretty full on. This guy has broken his neck playing a video game.
Sitting still, essentially.
when you're doing VR though, you've got the goggles on, so if you're doing a boxing match, you really think you're there, and so you don't know where you're moving to. So I can see there are perils to being involved in VR
but you're
in
not
particular.
there.
Yeah, but he's sitting there.
He's sitting there.
He's sitting.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's broken his neck sitting.
Can we edit that part that I say that question out? Oh, cheers.
I mean,
No, when I stuffed up my knee, you remember when I got out of my bed because my Apple Watch update was done.
The Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
we heard from Nathan about an injury. This is a broken neck from
Yes.
VR. Now, not because they fell or smashed into a wall.
No.
Just repeated slight movements of his head.
Yep, a
Crazy.
German gamer has broken his neck, fractured his C7 neck vertebrae, and it's believed to be the world's first documented case of VR-related stress fracture.
And then Nathan did his knee getting out of bed.
Because my Apple Watch update was done.
That doesn't make it better.
I think that's the leading cause of knee injury. Apple Watch update.
Read a
So
book.
we are talking about those injuries you've sustained, but in a really kind of lame way. Stacey is in Baldivis. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hi,
Hey,
Stace.
Stace. What happened?
Over the Christmas break, I thought it would be a good idea to sunbathe outside in my backyard. So I'm lying flat down, just soaking up all the sun, and the flies were annoying me. And so if you can imagine, I'm lying flat down on my stomach, and there's flies all over me, and I try to ninja swat a fly on the back of my leg, and I turned around so fast that the back of my neck just pulled stiff, and it stayed in that position for a good 10 minutes. I was like, this is
Swatting
yeah,
flies.
and for
Swatting flies
a
off her
whole
butt.
week- yeah, for a whole week, my neck was just stiff and sore.
So did you have to explain to people? Because people go,
Yeah.
gee, look.
What happened?
What happened there?
Yeah, my husband thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Hey, Stacey, when we were down in Margaret River over the Christmas break, my dad fell off a veranda feeding magpies.
Which, of course, everyone was really concerned about.
Mum sat there and pissed herself laughing. You can check it out on my Instagram. It's so funny. It's in my Christmas post, a video right at the end. Mum could not stop laughing. Dad was bleeding profusely. He could have broken his ribs. It was a big fall. And Mum just sat there, and Mum was on the phone to Dad's sister, Auntie Christine, and she was just sitting there, just both laughed at him. And Dad's at the age now where if he falls from a
Yes.
certain height, he'll just go like powder.
Thanks, Stacey. Ben's in Seville Grove. Hello.
Hello. My stepmom, when she was at work once, she was reaching to put a piece of paper into one of the paper trays that you get at your desk.
Yes.
And all of a sudden she felt a pain in her shoulder. So a couple of months down the track, she ended up having to have a full surgery on her shoulder too.
Because she was lifting a piece of paper, one sheet of paper.
Jeez, Ben.
Yep.
What was she made out of?
I don't know. But good to see now, so it's all good.
God, putting something
shoulder
in the
recall.
tray.
That movement. Ow. No, it doesn't hurt.
God, imagine if she had to pick up a book, she would have been dead.
Yes, exactly. So you say pick up a book all the time, Nathan. It's a dangerous thing
That
to
would
do.
kill her.
Thanks, Ben. Sheridan's in Hammond Park. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Great,
Hey, good
Sheridan. Now, what's the injury and how lame was it?
I was about 5 minutes into one of my shifts when I was working in hospitality a few years ago, and I bent down to pat a dog, and I dislocated my knee.
That's worse than Nathan's getting out of bed to check his phone.
You just bent down.
I
You
go,
didn't
wait,
get
then
knocked
before
or
we
anything?
laugh at it, how short was the dog?
Yeah, what
Did
sort of
you
dog
bend
was it?
right down? Was it a miniature chihuahua? What was it?
No, it was like a golden retriever, but it was laying on the
okay.
floor,
Well, that's
so
ridiculous.
It was sitting on the
Yeah.
floor.
So
So
you
it wasn't standing up.
Oh, yeah, but even sitting
No.
pretty that small.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean.
We are talking, or specifically about a frozen doodle. Poor Finnish skier finished the race in the worst way possible.
This is the Olympics, everybody.
Yeah,
And he's,
yeah.
He's frozen his pee-pee.
He has. It hasn't come off, but it
hurt a lot.
did hurt a lot as it was warming up. So we are just talking about how terrible it is when you've hurt yourself, and the story of how you hurt yourself or your injury itself, people laugh out loud to.
Hi, Roxy.
Oh, hey guys, how you going?
Wonderful,
Rox, what happened?
So basically, I was vacuuming one morning, and I felt like a sharp point in my toe, and I picked up a piece of metal, and there was like a little dot of blood, but it was nothing to like worry about, and I carried on with my day.
Yeah.
And then I went to bed and woke up at 3 a.m, and my toe was like throbbing, and I was like, this isn't right.
Yeah.
I may as well just go to the emergency to get it checked out because there might be something in there.
Yeah.
And then I got there, and the doctor was like, oh, I told her what had happened. She said, oh, your toe's got lots of nerve endings. Basically, you should be fine, but we'll do a quick X-ray.
Okay.
And then we did the X-ray, and she came in laughing, and she's like, you've got a massive metal rod straight through your big toe.
Well-
How did you not know that was there for the last 24 hours?
So what was the metal rod from?
It was a really thick sewing needle, and it had actually gone.
The whole
It had
thing.
gone in sideways, but it went in backwards. Actually, it went the eye first.
Oh,
and then
The blunt end.
Oh, Roxy.
So yeah, they were having a good chuckle, and she was like, "Come and take some photos of your X-rays," because we, obviously haven't seen this before. So
They must have been
Yeah.
thinking when you came in, oh, here we go, we'll
Here
just
we go.
do this,
Yeah.
because this is nothing.
Someone's
Another
come to
person wasting my
emergency
time.
with a hurty toe.
Roxy, that would have been so painful.
it didn't even go in the sharp end.
No, the blunt
What
end.
did the put the cotton in?
You're listening to Nathan, Nat, and Sean.
A Finnish cross-country skier was competing in the 50K event. They'd already shortened it to 30K
And
because
lucky.
the conditions were so bad. It was so cold,
Yep.
and
Yep.
there was a howling wind. His penis froze.
That's right.
He couldn't let it go.
Yep.
I wouldn't either. It means too much to me too.
And two frozen plums too, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I guess
I would have
so.
thought
Which is
so.
great for a
frozen
smoothie.
banana, a couple of frozen plums, Nate. All you
And
need
the
is some
thing is,
protein
some-
powder.
There's no sympathy for him because of this.
Did he
It's
go
so
good?
funny.
It's the milk.
And that's what
almond
we're
milk.
talking about. Injuries
Delicious.
with a bit of an LOL factor. You don't get the sympathy you deserve because it's too funny. Megan's in Seville Grove. Hello.
Hi guys, how are you?
Good,
Great,
Megan.
Megan. What happened?
So I used to do horse riding, and I was on a show jumping course, and so coming around to the jump, I went over the jump. The horse didn't, but I landed with the jump in between my legs.
Ow.
Oh.
Ow.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? So what
I ended
happens
up getting a
next?
bruise on the inside of my thigh, but the worst part was it was caught on camera, so it went on social media, and everyone was just flicking backwards and forwards through both the photos.
Oh, right on your mini.
Were people saying things
Yeah.
about the wood in between your legs and all that sort of stuff?
Look at that pole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's not
Yeah,
good,
you've heard it
Sean.
all.
I'm not saying anything.
I mean,
I don't want to get sued.
thank you, Megan. Alison is in Woodvale. Hi, Alison.
Hi, how you going?
Good, mate. Okay, what happened?
I've got a bad habit that when you do a full-on laugh, I have gotten to the habit now of holding my breath because I used to get my kids used to carry on that I laughed very loud.
Yeah.
So I was standing up. Normally I'm sitting down when this happens, but I was standing up. We were killing ourselves laughing, and I fainted while standing up.
Because you were stifling your laugh so people couldn't hear
This
it.
is the opposite of an LOL injury.
Yes.
Held my breath while laughing, hit my head on a wooden fence, then down onto concrete, knocked myself out, ended up a night in hospital and 2 weeks off work, and I had a lot of trouble remembering a lot of things.
Oh, it's affected you permanently.
Nathan's a very compassionate person, obviously.
Oh, because your kids didn't like your laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear what you're
that's
saying.
terrible.
I'm joking, Alison. You got a lovely laugh.
Alison. Oh, okay, that is a tragedy on every front. Thank you. Yolanda is in Yokine. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Yolanda.
Yolanda.
Okay, so what happened?
Okay, so I'm pasty as anything, like a proper ginger ninja, and I was going out for a nice dinner with my partner. I was like, oh, I'll go do one of those sunbed things. Apparently it makes you look skinnier. And no SHIT, I burnt my nipples off nearly.
No. Did they touch them? So when they close the lid, did the bulbs?
It's not a George Foreman grill, Nathan.
Honest to God, that night I was a bit drunk. I rang that health direct number and I said, I think my nipples are going to crack and fall off, and she hung up on me.
Oh, no.
So it was a prank call.
You were legit, Yolanda.
Oh, Yolanda.
It was like 3rd-degree burn. I honestly had to buy one of those supposedly sexy bras with no mesh, you know, the open ones, for like a week, and I couldn't walk properly for like a week. And my partner just laughed at me for like, I reckon 10 days straight, and he took a picture and sent it to his friend.
So
Of your nipples?
Yolanda, what was
Yes.
what was the journey for the nipples? Like how did they track? How did they
Well,
go?
like-
What did they
like-
go through?
It wasn't sunny side up. It was like, you know, the proper fried egg, like it
Yeah.
was terrible.
Oh, mate, have you ever tried to bite into a burnt crumpet,
Yes,
Sean?
so
It breaks your teeth.
Her nipples were
honestly
easy
thought-
over, Nathan.
They were going to crack and fall off and run away. Like, it was hideous.
Oh, Yolanda.
And I looked like an Oompa Loompa for like a week. It was ridiculous.
How was the rest of your body? Like, were you glowing when you... Did you actually go out for dinner then?
Yeah, but I couldn't move. And I couldn't we just laughed the whole time. It was hilarious.
When you're burnt, could you
yeah.
feel yourself glowing?
Oh,
Like,
it's
you feel the
awful.
heat
It's
just coming
awful.
off you.
Oh, Yolanda. That's a
love
trap
that.
for young players.
I love that your partner took photos to
Yes.
show his mate.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.